What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Talking Elite Fitness. I'm Sean Woodland, joined as always by Lauren Khalil. Lauren, what's happening?
Not much, just soaking in every last bit of summer. I can't believe it's almost fall and it's pumpkin spice latte season, Sean, but we'll
It's
get to
not.
that later.
No, it's not.
I
Stop.
have more updates for
Okay.
you, don't
No,
worry.
no, no, no. And featuring Tommy Marquez. Tommy, how are you?
Wow. I had an iced horchata oat milk espresso the other day. Who needs pu who needs pumpkin? Because, us Hispanics,
That's
Mexicans,
right.
we're good year round.
Horchata, the Hispanic
I
pumpkin.
had that for the first time within the last year, and that if you've never had that, oh,
Good.
that is a year-round drink,
It's
Tommy.
good. It is good. All right. Today, we're going to go back and see how much we got right and how much we got wrong with our buy or sell of the games. There's a good smattering of both. If there was a
Mhm.
couple, I was like, oh man, I totally whiffed on that. And there was a couple I went, yeah, I was actually kind of right on that. And we'll talk about just some of the news and headlines going on in the space here over the past week as we sort of hit that post games. I don't know if lull is a right word, more of maybe just like a take a deep breath because
Water break.
yeah, because like next week we got another CrossFit Games with the age groups, and then we got adaptive, and we got all this other stuff coming up. So it's not like it's really I don't know what to call it. It's not a reprieve. It's a half.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's a 30-second timeout where you don't
Yeah,
even
there
sit
you
down
go.
on the
It's
bench. Yeah, they come over, they give you a cool towel and one of those little mini water cups, and they're like, "All right, guys, let's get back out there. All right,
yeah,
cool."
it's juice boxes and orange slices. Really, that's what it is. Before we get back into
Mhm.
Yum.
I like that. Okay, before we get started, though, we want to thank our sponsor for today, one of our sponsors, and that is Thirdzy and their Rest and Recover Collagen. Stuff is an absolute godsend. I mean, if you're looking to improve your recovery and your sleep, then the Thirdzy Rest and Recovery Collagen is the stuff for you. It does not have melatonin in it, so it is not habit forming, and it doesn't make you drowsy. But what it does do is calm your central nervous system so you can get to sleep faster, stay asleep longer, and you can get more out of the sleep that you do get. It has magnesium biglycinate. Now, this is why this is important because most people who train hard are magnesium deficient because you lose it through sweat and burn through it, producing energy at the cellular level. It's
Mm.
science, and that messes with your sleep and recovery. So, Thirdzy help replenishes that. It's got GABA. GABA is your brain's natural brake pedal. It's a neurotransmitter that helps you shut off that wired, overstimulated feeling, especially after a late night WOD. Me, guilty.
Woo!
A lot of times I'm up at 9:30. Yeah, so Thirdzy helps me mitigate that. It has L-theanine, is the calm focus molecule found in green tea.
Ooh, yeah, get him, Sean.
Yeah, and hydrolyzed collagen. It's got 10 grams of
Damn!
hydrolyzed collagen. That's right. Yeah, it's the overnight must that Thirdzy gives you of the hydrolyzed collagen from grass-fed beef to rebuild your joints, your ligaments, and your connective tissue while you sleep. What more do you need? Go out there, get you some Thirdzy. Go to thirdzy.com, use the code TEF, and you will save 20% on their rest and recovery collagen.
So my sister actually took it for the first time over the weekend.
Mhm.
Oh.
And she gave a great explanation of how she felt. Within, 30 minutes, we're hanging out with my nephew. My niece is already asleep. My sister looks at me and she goes, "Whoa, my face feels so relaxed." And just like the look on her face of, "Oh my God, like, okay, we're not finishing this movie. I'm going to bed now." It
Mhm.
It's
was
yeah,
great.
it's really nice. I mean, I yeah, swear by it. It's fantastic stuff. So thirdzy.com and the code is TEF. All right, let's just get some quick headlines out of the way. Alex Gazan, as
Mm.
you well know, missed the CrossFit Games. She was hoping to be back on the competition floor for the second tour stop at World Fitness Project. She has now officially withdrawn from the event that's going to be in Mesa, Arizona, coming up here in 2 or 3 weeks, right? It's like the
Mhm.
week, isn't it the week after the Masters?
Dir Yep, directly
Yep.
after.
Oh,
Pretty
Tommy
much like
Tommy
w
Marquez gonna be busy.
yeah, back to
Busy
back.
boy.
Yeah. So she's out. Unfortunately, she released a statement saying that her recovery just has not been going the way that she thought it would, or as quickly as she wanted. So the smart thing for her is to withdraw from that. That means Lydia Fish, Lil Fish,
Oh.
is going to be jumping in and taking
Swimming
her.
her way to Mesa.
Yeah. So tough for Alex Kazan because she's had a lot of success, obviously, at the
Mhm.
World Fitness Project. She won the first tour stop event.
Yep.
But hopefully, if Rogue is an option for her, we will see her back on the floor in Aberdeen.
Yeah, like, big picture, obviously, you wanna be healthy. I had a chance to speak with her a little bit today about it. She said there's still some movements she hasn't been able to do yet. So she obviously doesn't wanna step onto the competition floor trying new movements for the first time or not having been able to do them under intensity. There's like you mentioned, Sean, after the World Fitness Project, there's a whole 'nother, what, almost
There's a whole nother season, basically.
yeah, there's still almost like what, 2 months till Rogue, so
Yeah.
there's a sig so and it really comes down to if she gets an invite. So, if she gets an invite, then she's good to go. You don't have to worry about qualifiers at the beginning of September. I know Rogue has the ranking system that they use as well, so she should be
Mhm.
pretty good there. Then yeah, then you have, as far as World Fitness Project is concerned, you have the finals all the way in December, so plenty of time to recover, and points are worth double. So if she's trying to get a pro card to get the access to the events again next year, potentially, where I know they're looking at maybe even an expanded competition slate for more opportunities, then she's still in the driver's seat if she can show up and perform because she maximized her points on the tour stop one. She gives herself a little bit of a buffer, and she has the best points earning potential in December. So big picture decision making for her and her team. I know as heartbreaking as it is, there's still plenty in front of her that she can accomplish and make it an awesome year if rehab goes well. So
Yeah. Okay. Next thing we want to talk about before we get into our post mortem on our buy or sell for the games. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I'm sure you have, but CrossFit put out that CrossFit is the cure, and for lack of a better term, I'm going to call it an ad because that's what it felt like.
yeah,
You can go and you can watch it online, but I I was like, this is really good because
Yeah.
and there's a couple reasons why. First of all, because I think that when you try to be all things to all people, you're probably going to fail. And I think it's that whole notion that CrossFit is for uh, anybody, but it's not for everybody. So how do you throw as wide a net as possible by staying as true to your kind of your DNA as you possibly can? And I thought this ad absolutely did that. It shows people of all walks of life, all body styles, kind of going through CrossFit. They have elite athletes all the way down to your average Joe
hmm
inside the gym, and it's all about just, hey, if you're someone who wants to work hard
Hmm.
and see the results that last, come and join us. And to me, that is the best way to cast a wide net without saying that we'll take anybody. It's definitely for a certain type of mindset, but it's for sort of any ability inside that mindset. So I
hmm
really like how they threaded that needle, and it's not like we're everything to everybody. Whatever you wanted to be, come on in. I thought that was great. And I think another thing that it's effective is that CrossFit, I think, has always been uh, at its best when it's had something to kind of go after and be like, that's wrong. We're right. And it started out with the whole Globo Gym thing.
yeah.
You're wasting your time there. We're right. We're the counterculture. And they were so right is that look at all the copycats now.
hmm
Yeah.
And so,
Like functional fitness,
right.
high intensity training, like
Yeah.
those were things that before CrossFit really like, got its teeth
Mm,
into, as I don't even say widely accepted because it's still hated on. Like there's
mm.
still people on the outside like throwing stones at it, but like the idea of like high intensity interval training or functional fitness was kind of scoffed at by, you know, like traditional like Globo gym training.
Yeah. And those places existed. They were kind of boutique places and they weren't doing anything that looked like CrossFit really. I mean, there's some plyometrics and things that like I'd gone to this place a while ago when I lived in Jacksonville. It was called the HIT Center, high intensity interval training, but it was
Mhm.
not CrossFit. Similar idea, but now they have they have the thing of this quick fix that they can go after and be like, that ain't gonna get you to ultimately where you need to be. It's a quick
Yeah.
fix. This works, and this is why. So I like the fact now that there's sort of a something for them to go at.
Yeah. I
Well,
Go ahead, Lauren.
oh, I just like the fact that they're leaning into something and it feels like they found their voice again. That like you said, Sean, they don't need to be here for everybody, because anybody that goes into a CrossFit gym for the first time, you're going to know pretty quickly, like, you're not going to get fit by just coming once and then leaving, or staying for a week and then leaving and trying to find the next best quick fix. It's something that you have to continuously do. Then you start to learn about nutrition. You build that community inside. You're going to your 3:15 class every day, or 8 a.m. class, and you learn that it's so much more than just a type of workout. It truly is a lifestyle. And I like that they're leaning into almost like the edginess, the grittiness, the garage gym vibes that we've seen expand. And
Yeah.
not all the gyms have towel service and AC, and you know what I mean. It feels like it's coming back to their voice, and they found it again, which I love.
Yeah, the edge is definitely a part of that, right? Because that kind of speaks to the counterculture element that actually I feel like gave a lot of the messaging in the early years purpose, right? Like especially when you were the counterculture, but there's an underpinning of truth to what you have that sets your foundation. That pushback actually allows people to see your message more via the contrast, right? Um, and I think this adds a little bit of that in by having like a quote unquote, enemy in the quick fix. And like, let's be honest, like as soon as anyone who spent a significant time in the CrossFit gym, they see that whole quick fix, type thing, and you're like, yeah, that's bullshit. And then you see the
Mhm.
CrossFit thing, you're like, that's perfect. It's concise, it's got edge, it does a really good job of almost kind of framing the identity, right? Um, and when you frame the identity, it's much easier to control that and make sure that gets delivered how you want it to. I saw someone mention it's almost like trying to look after a property with no fence line, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Once you set your fence line, you can better protect and manage that space. You could still leave it open for anyone that wants to come in, which is what CrossFit is doing, but it allows you to better maintain what's really yours. And for CrossFit, it's just the identity of like this training, it can change your life in the best way possible. It can give you a lot of these things: health, community, purpose. Um, and as soon as started seeing this roll out, I mean, immediately I was like, yes, this is the type of campaign that deserves to
Great.
go on TV. And then we were chatting about it too, and I went back and saw that comment from Mike Halpin being like, this needs to be a commercial that's
Mhm.
on TV. And Jenna Hauke, like, props to her marketing team, they said they're going to put some marketing spend behind that and try and get that on those platforms, because that's a way to speak to outside of the bubble in a way that still clearly defines who you are. And honestly, it harkens back to, you remember that commercial, and I remember someone ended up doing something about it, like this is the commercial CrossFit should have made, and it was that Christmas time commercial about
Yes.
Grandpa,
the grandpa in his garage with the
never
kettlebell.
forget it.
Mhm.
Like, that
Oh,
was
I get chills.
and the reason why that fits so perfectly with what we felt was part of CrossFit's message, it was a person doing something very fundamental and working on their health, but it fit outside the framework of what was expected of you, right? This grandpa wasn't expected to go out in the cold and put in that extra work, but then it all came back together when you understood there was a higher purpose. And it was beautifully done. And I think that they can continue with this campaign and continue with the stuff that they've been putting out, because it's not just that message.
Mhm.
They've been putting
Mhm.
out great stuff recently. The video from the games where they said, because of CrossFit, I can, where they basically like polled
Oh,
people
yeah.
and asked them that question. Brilliant.
Mhm.
Fantastic. Right in line with all the with a lot of this stuff that was those that helped establish CrossFit on the media side even way back then, with some updated flair and vibe to it. And I mean, if we do PRs and no reps later on in the show, but I'll just, I mean, the marketing and media team deserves a preemptive PR for that, because
I would agree.
Yeah,
this
I
is a,
agree.
this is a home run, and this needs to be the playbook for you guys, for them moving forward, as far as how do we activate, how do we get our message out, and how do we do something that is true to ourselves and impactful at the same time.
Yeah, I think like what I like about it is again, it stayed true to who they are, but it wasn't intimidating.
Mhm.
I think had you used nothing but elite athletes and cut stuff from the games, people would see that, be like, well, I don't look anything like them. There's no way. I can't walk on my hands. I can't do that. But all it says is this is the right way to do. Hard work will work. We offer the right solution. It's not a quick fix. If you want to work hard, we don't care what you look like, what your ability is. You're welcome here. And yeah, I like that, as opposed to, oh, we're for anybody who wants to come in. And it's like, no, this is what we're about. This is what we do. And this is why it's going to work for you. And
Mhm.
I thought it was great. So
Yeah.
kudos to them.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else we want to add about that? No
I
pun
think it
intended.
does a real. I think it does a really good job of tapping into something that helped drive the early success, and that's curiosity, right?
Yes. Mhm.
Mm.
Um, oh, who was it? I said curiosity will conquer fear, and I think that is particularly poignant with when it comes to taking that step to get into an affiliate. And your curiosity will get you in there, and ultimately help you if you're at a good affiliate, you get that training, you actually like commit yourself to any fears you might have about the training or the whatever the common misconceptions are about the methodology.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Well done, CrossFit. I hope that thing gets on television. If you got that in, and they don't have this kind of money. If you got, maybe they do. If you got that into like an NFL broadcast,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Ooh,
that's
NFL advertising.
that's right where, and that ain't cheap. So, but if you can just get it outside the bubble on a consistent basis, that's a win. I think that's it.
Preseason's probably cheaper.
Well, preseason is different because you're buying ads through the local affiliates. It's unless one is being nationally televised on
Right,
the NFL
right.
Network, because
Yeah.
local affiliates handle preseason. So that's
Mm.
Yep.
all local ad dollars that go into those games. Uh,
Yeah.
but why not give it a try? Get it
Mm-hmm.
out there. Fantastic work, CrossFit. Well done.
10 out of 10.
More of that. No, it was great. It was really, really good. Um, okay, let's get into the main thing we want to talk about here, and then we'll take a break in the middle and
Sorry, did we mention that they are doing a games doc? I know we talked about it on Q&A, Tommy, but I don't know if we talked about it last.
I don't
Uh,
know. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's great.
Yeah. We definitely talked about it on Q&A. Now my recordings are starting to blend together. But yeah, we should. It's
yeah,
worth a mention here too because I think Ian's doing it.
Wittenberg,
I believe so. I saw
yes,
some people mention
and
him.
Tyson's on the team.
awesome. The OGs, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
things are great.
that's exciting.
I've always the only one, and I don't even want to say it's a critique. The one thing that I would like to see is less sort of a competition focus and telling the story of that, and more following a couple characters through the entirety of it, regardless
Mm.
of how they do.
Mm.
Because you can, like, if you watched it, and again, this is mostly for people who know what happened. Like, I love it, and we'll watch whatever, right? It's CrossFit porn. We'll check it out. Um, but I'd really like a story in there of, like, maybe a
Don't
rookie.
give Fluffy Duck ideas.
Yeah, versus too late.
Now
Rookie
he's
versus
stewing.
oh, that guy's always doing. Rookie and like maybe a vet, but just characters that you follow through the entirety of the thing. I think that would be an interesting take on it. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
the fact that they're doing it is great. People love them. Yeah, they do awesome numbers. To
They,
me,
they make
that's a
they,
no-brainer.
yeah, they make
It gets
CrossFit
people
money.
excited.
Yeah.
Makes CrossFit money.
Mhm.
That was one of the biggest head scratchers when they started to try and kick that by the wayside. I was like, I know for a fact these made CrossFit good money, and you want to abandon that touch point. But um, I love the idea of following those people around. I do think you could almost make that a secondary type spin-off element of it.
Sure.
Like I think with where the sport is at currently, I think there's probably a lot of people that could stand to benefit from having an in-depth look at the story of the CrossFit Games.
Okay.
Mm.
Um, and then in that pursuit, you take that footage of those athletes and also have a couple people embedded, and then run mini doc on each one of those athletes, which would be cool because it
Yeah.
also gives you more. It also gives you content for like the fall and all that good stuff
Mhm.
when things settle.
All right. Point
Yeah.
taken. Yeah, I think it's gonna be great.
Uh,
Big fan of the
Yeah, I'm excited.
and it's cool that sort of the people that I know Heber was and Mars, they were always a big part of these, especially in their infancy.
Mhm.
But that crew too, like Ian Wittenberg was always there, a part of it. Tyson was always kind of a part of it too. So good to see that they've brought back some of the old DNA into this. So I think the games were, like we said, a great reset, big success. I think what's been going on since then is, they, like Tommy, I think you put it the best way. They found their voice again. They sort of found some solid footing, and let's see where they go with this now.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because the
For
only thing
sure.
that Lauren and I were talking about this before we came on here, but with going back to the crosses as a cure thing, like if that is going to be your sort of um, brand identity, it's interesting to me that you would unveil that while there is a potential sale going on, because who knows who gets a hold of this thing if they're going to stick with that. They should. I think they absolutely should, but who knows?
I think if if the message is pure and the media is high quality, you should get it out to the masses as soon as you can. And I mean, without getting too far into it, like there's no guarantee that that staff gets retained,
Exactly.
right?
Mhm.
So if you're like, there's no sense in holding on to this gold
True.
as as you could potentially get swapped out. So it's also a proof of competency too if you're the people working on
All right.
that.
That's a very good
Yeah.
point, Tommy.
Yeah.
Thank you for making me see the other side of that. I appreciate
Oh, I blacked out. What happened? Sorry.
that. Oh
And
man.
it's one of those things that it's almost proof of concept just from lightly scrolling the comment section. People are loving it. People feel re-engaged with CrossFit from this messaging. It's like that loss of way that maybe we've been feeling the last couple of years. Just by those posts alone, you can see that even like CrossFit Green Bay, which was my first affiliate when I lived in Wisconsin, I'm still part of their like members group, and all
Mm.
of them were raving about it. Like, yes, this feels like when we started CrossFit, and it feels like what we've been missing, and explaining that to like the new members. It's just so great. So I think also it for whoever's potentially buying this thing, it's a good thing because it's re-engaging the community.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, before we get into our review of our buy and sell that I think we did okay on.
Hmm?
You did all right. I'll give us a passing grade. There's some like,
Passing for
yeah,
sure.
passing grade for sure. I want to thank our other sponsor for today, and that is Balance of Nature. And what makes Balance of Nature unique is that their supplements are results of years of research and development. They're manufactured and packaged under current good manufacturing practices. They regularly test their products using independent third-party laboratory analysis. Balance of Nature does not add any sugar or anything artificial. Any sugars in their supplements occur naturally. Those are the good sugars. They don't attempt to mimic what nature provides. They simply let nature do its job, delivering the nutrients that occur naturally in 47 whole fruits, vegetables, spices, and fibers. Right? They have whole foods are the only dietary ingredients, and that's what's in Balance of Nature in their veggie supplements, their fruit supplements, and their fiber and spice supplement as well. It's stuff's fantastic. 100% whole fruits, vegetables, spices, and fibers, and you can experience for yourself the original balance of color, taste, and smell. So invest in yourself with products that you can trust. And look, let's be honest. I've said this before. As CrossFitters, we do really well with dieting, but the first thing we always cut out, the fruits and the vegetables.
You
No,
can't just eat steak
it's right.
24/7.
No, but we wish we could. So
Oh,
now, because
I
of
do wish
Balance of
I
Nature,
could.
if you want to cut that out, you just reach for your supplements, you take some pills, you're good to go. They could not make it easier. Okay. It's fantastic. Balance of Nature's whole health system supplements include 47 ingredients of fruits, vegetables, spices, and fibers. I think I mentioned that before. I'm going to mention it again because 47 is a lot. The fruits and veggie supplements include 31 colorful ingredients of 16 whole fruits and 15 whole vegetables. All right. You're covered right there. So go to balanceofnature.com, use our code TEF. You're going to save 35% and you're going to get a free tub of their fiber and spice supplement. It's fantastic stuff. Balanceofnature.com. TEF is the code. And you won't have to feel bad about skipping your fruits and your veggies when you're meal prepping. All right. Love it. Good stuff. Helps.
Fiber and spice and everything
Let me
nice.
tell you, when it was just me and my son, and I was,
Oh, yeah.
bachelor meals. Those things came in really handy because
Mhm.
Dad wasn't cooking up any special veggies. All right, we're gonna we got turkey patties and
Hot dogs and balance of
no,
nature.
we didn't have any hot dogs. We had I did pretty well. Okay, we had salmon
Okay.
and rice. Like we had decent stuff, but the veggies,
Oh,
nah, we're gonna skip on that.
it's
So
too much.
apologies to my son, but I got mine because oh man, hammy cramp. Woo!
Oh.
Hamstring cramp.
Oh.
Oh, no. Oh my god.
God, that hurts. Okay.
You I
Oh,
wish if you're listening to this, Sean is
Go watch
fully
a video.
reclined. Oh, God.
that
We've
hurts.
all been there.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh, balance of nature.
Balance of nature. He hasn't taken it today.
Someone's gotta
He's
take over.
cramping.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to go.
Uh, high hammy, low hammy, where is it at? Dead center?
He just turned off his video. He couldn't let us see him anymore.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder if he's in the fetal position on the
Oh,
ground now.
damn back.
Oh, he's
God, that
back.
hurt. Oh, jeez.
I wanna know the lost footage of what happened when his camera just went off.
Oh no,
know.
I just had to stretch for. God, that hurt.
Oh,
Ooh. All right,
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just a little tight.
oh.
Just been working out a little bit the past couple nights. Sitting down a lot today.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
all
funny.
right. Yeah, that happened to me at a restaurant one time, and I had to stand up, and I had to go. It was a really bad one. Oh, here it comes again. And I had to go stand in the alcove. God, here it goes. All right, fix yourselves.
Talk about
Uh,
yours.
we're this
Oh,
Sean's gone again.
no.
Oh,
I don't
I
think
was
that I've ever gotten one in my hamstring. I've gotten Charlie
oh my
horses in my
gosh.
calves before, and, when it seizes up and you feel the little knot ball, do you know what I'm talking about?
That's a cramp.
Is a
Did you get
Charlie horse and a cramp the same thing?
no, Charlie horse is like that balling up of muscle and like seizing of the muscle as a result of
Yes.
getting hit. Like someone hits you. So so say I go and give you a Charlie horse, I take my knuckle and punch you in the leg and your muscle
Oh,
responds by balling up. That
okay.
that's
So I've had a
that's
cramp,
what
not
my
a Charlie horse.
that's what my understanding of a Charlie horse is. So and there's
Well,
all sorts of different names for it, right? You go up and do it on someone's forearm, and when that
mhm.
bump comes up, some people call it like a turtle or a monkey bump, or
Oh,
there's also
ow.
yeah. But I used to get them really bad. This is a lot of cramp talk for one podcast, but I used to get them really bad if it was really warm outside. Like we get these late summer nights where
Yeah.
it's really hot and humid, and I'd wake up in the middle of the night while I'm growing, and both calves fully cramped, both hammies fully cramped, and it's
You
when
need
I'm
some
young
pickle
and
juice.
yeah, I would wake up just yeah.
Ah! I'm cramping.
That I mean, just take that. Oh,
He's
I gotta sit down.
cramping.
he's hunched over.
Dude, this hurts. I'm not gonna lie. All right, I'm gonna try to just soldier through this, standing up.
Fight through it.
Hopefully,
Hey, this is Sean's. This is like Jordan's flu game for podcasting.
dude, this is brutal. This is like that one I got in the restaurant right time I was telling you about. I couldn't sit down.
Oh,
I had to walk back. And I was just sitting there. I'm like, oh God, this hurts. And one of the staff came up to me. They're like, "Are you okay, sir?" I was like, "Yeah, just cramping up really badly." It's like the night before I did I don't know 5,000 meters of rowing, and then I just went and sat at dinner for.
mm,
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
sorry. I might have to cut that out. Maybe not. Okay,
no,
let's
please leave it.
No, no, we need all of this.
okay, let's do buy or sell. Sorry if I'm out of the camera here. Um, okay, we'll start on the women's side. So we started with, I don't know if we started with this, but this is the order there on my sheet. Tia Toomey will have the title wrapped up before the start of the final day. Now I bought that, and that was a sell. She had it wrapped up before the final event.
hmm
So
And
much closer than I thought it would be.
yeah, and she kind of almost had it wrapped up by running Isabel, which is the second to last one.
Mhm.
Um, it really came down to I just don't think there was enough events and enough lead up, especially yeah, once she had that little hiccup on climbing couplet.
Guys, I'm telling you, this thing has not gone away yet. It's hurt. Um,
Aw.
Okay, next one. Buy or sell Danielle Brandon will finish on the podium. I got that one wrong too. I thought this was going to be her year. I thought she was going to have a career best finish, better than her career best, which is fourth, because as we talked about, she switched coaches. The last time when she finished fourth place, and did it again this year. I thought it would pay off, and it did not.
I mean, she finished
Well, I
fourth
mean,
again.
still fourth, yeah.
Didn't finish on the
Yeah.
podium.
Yeah. Tied her career best. I think she was technically closer.
Closer
Let me
based on the points.
Yeah. Let me one quick look there. Dang it. Of
Yeah, to
course it
compare.
switches. Um yeah, definitely closer than the other fourth place. So it's the closest she has been to the podium.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be the year, man. I really did.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
I thought, I thought she did an excellent job battling back, especially when, you know, she has the 30th place finish in the back squat. Think about it, like you took dead last in an
Take
event
that
and
away.
you still took fourth.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. True.
Not bad.
yep.
Not bad. So sorry, my table's moving because I'm leaning on it here. Okay, next. Buy or sell. Haley Adams will finish inside the top 5. I'm
Lost
pretty
this
sure I
too.
sold that.
Yeah, I sold it. I thought she
I think
might
I
be top
bought
10,
it.
but I didn't think it was top 5. So, yeah.
19th. 19th for Haley.
Yeah, not, she posted on Instagram that, it wasn't the result she wanted, but she felt like her body was healthy, her mentally she was happy.
Mind.
Yeah, and that's the building blocks for an improvement if you're going forward for a young athlete.
Hmm.
Oh man, this thing is still cramping. This is brutal. I've never had this is lasting forever. Sorry. Just in case anybody's wondering about the status of my right hamstring.
Not good. Not
Okay,
good.
buy or sell. Alexis Raptis will have a career best finish. Prior best is 6. I honestly can't remember what I think I may have bought this.
I think I bought this. None of us knew she had a back injury, though, to be
Yeah,
fair.
that's true.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I
I
mean,
think
finishing top 10 with a slip disc or herniated disc. I mean, come on.
I mean, I've
That's
had that
wild.
injury. I've had a herniated disc. It
What
is
could you do with your
it's
herniated disc,
miserable.
Sean?
It's miserable. There's no way to get out of that pain. Anybody who's had that nerve pain, like that sciatic pain that shoots down the outside of your leg, you can't ice it. You can't take any painkillers. It's just there. It is the freaking worst. And the fact that she was able to perform that well with that injury, I mean, to me, that's even more impressive than the fact that she finished better than 6th healthy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. No kidding.
Good for her.
that's a good spin zone. I
Mhm.
like that.
No, I mean, I remember mine got so bad. Like I'd go to my chiropractor and be like, just put me together for a week and I'll come see you in a week and I just go destroy myself again.
Mhm.
Ugh.
Mine got to the point where like I could barely sit. I couldn't sleep. Like it was awful. So I can't imagine trying to compete with that injury. Or this thing's starting to subside a little bit. Here we go. Okay, good. Woo. All right. The next one for the women was Brooke Wells will finish outside the top 10. I'm pretty sure I bought this. I didn't think she was going to have um, a great competition just because of where she was mentally.
Yeah, and that was a good approach, Sean, because it definitely. I mean, Lauren, you talked to her throughout the weekend. It seemed like maybe gratitude was more of the focus than necessarily leaderboard placement.
Yeah, and just having family there and just I mean, it wasn't a decision that she made overnight, like, she's been contemplating retirement for the last handful of years, she said. So, I think, she was just ready, and even her saying, like, she wasn't crying beforehand, but then when she got out there and, like, certain moments just kind of hit you. So, I think she was just trying to take it all in and having more conversations with people and just a different approach that I think she took versus if you're looking to go there and win the CrossFit Games or have a specific placement in mind,
Mhm.
just different headspace. So, Sean, you called it, man. Are
Yeah,
you recovered?
I think so. I'm in a tenuous right now. We'll see. Oh, God, that was brutal, man. I
I'm
have had
sorry for laughing.
no,
It's
you
just
should, dude. Okay. Um, yeah, I think that I just don't think that she was there. I don't want to say it wasn't like I think she wanted to enjoy it. Mostly when it's your last time when you're doing something like that, and it is, you're just like, I'm going to take and enjoy every moment. I'm not going to worry about leaderboards. I'm going to make sure that I'm present for everything and that I get the most out of this experience as possible. And she has had a hell of a career. And you think about all the things that she's battled back from, specifically that elbow injury that,
Yeah.
just from a mental standpoint, what that would do to you, trying to come back from that. So,
Yeah.
but I just didn't think it was going to be something where she was out there like selling her soul for points. Okay, next one we did an over under top back squat weight. I think we said 450, right?
No, this is for women.
For
This is
women.
for women.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
Alex, we talked about it with Alex.
That's right. Yeah,
I want to say Alex said 355 or
that was it.
360,
My fault.
I
and I
think
want
she
to
said that too.
and I want to say we maybe tried to talk her into a 365-ish, maybe 360.
Ooh, it was close.
I
It was
think
close.
360 is what we tried to talk her into.
And that was what
And-
it was.
Yeah,
And I think she was spot on.
And here's the thing. Annika Greer, it may say 355 next to your name, but girl, you had 365 in there for sure. She went too conservative and she stood up that 355 and you could see it on her face. She's like, dang it.
I think I went under on this one.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I did just because of like competition fatigue. I don't know. I don't think I got this one right. I'm pretty sure I went under. That's impressive. And the fact that Alex was like so spot on with that too.
Yeah.
That
so
was
spot on.
Vegas might call her because she's
close
by to the odds
Good thing
makers
she
are going to
lived
be
close.
like, yeah.
Nailed it. All right. So overall, I think we did okay there. And then we had an over under 1.5 rookies in the top 10 overall. We had one.
I said under.
We all said under. And
yeah, I think we're all right.
The over cashed.
I'm
Because
looking at the wrong thing. Sorry.
Yeah, because Miriam Von Rohr and Annika Greer both made it inside the top 10.
Oh, Annika.
I can't. Why, damn it? Why can't
I keep forgetting Annika's a rookie.
Yeah, sorry. I got to redo my leaderboard. I was looking at something else.
Yeah, so the over actually cashed. That would have been the one where you would have gotten good odds on for sure.
But
I can't sort my leaderboard. This thing is possessed by Satan and needs to be destroyed. All right.
Sean is struggling tonight.
There's something in the air here. I sorted the leaderboard by back squat, and then it wouldn't let me go back to points.
Oh yeah, you have to almost like refresh the page.
Yeah, which I just did. Okay, so yes, we got Miriam Von Rohr. Yeah, no, you're right. The over did hit. Sorry. So we were all wrong.
We all lost.
Yeah. Someone would have got a nice. Yeah.
And then, but I will argue, well, I'd say Annika Greer is rookie in name only. She's been around for so long that it's like.
And that's why I forget.
Yeah. Yeah.
So kind of a rookie, technically a rookie.
Hey,
should have been there in the past.
What'd you say, Sean? Don't worry that the horses are blind. Just load the wagon.
Load the wagon. That's right. And then finally, buy or sell 6 different women will win an event. I know I sold that because I thought this was going to be the Tia show.
Yeah. So let's go 1,
3,
2, 3, 4.
I think this was like an over under too.
I think 6 exactly hit it.
Oh, really?
Maybe 7. So wait, hold on. Olivia, Lucy,
Miriam,
Ariel, Tia, Fee. What's the other one? Yeah. Someone won Throttle Up. No, Ariel won 2. That's why. Yeah. 6 exactly, I think.
Wow. Look at us.
Oh, yeah.
Who came up with that one?
I think I did.
Tommy came up with the number 6. Yeah.
Degenerate. Nice.
A lot of busted parlay tickets went into that line.
Looking back, I mean, the biggest whiff I mean, I whiffed on a bunch, but the biggest whiff I think for me was thinking that Tia would have the title wrapped up before the start of the final day. I mean, that while she did have it going into the final event, I mean, there was a time where she lost the lead for crying out loud to Lucy Campbell.
Mm,
There
mhm.
was no way I thought that was going to happen. I thought this was going to be Tia wins everything until the back squat and then someone steals
Mm.
one from her and then she wins the rest of them. Like I honestly thought that. So I think that's where I whiffed the most.
Mm. And honestly, it was just there wasn't enough time and events for that to really come into play in
I didn't think it
retrospect.
mattered. I thought she was so much better than everybody else, but you know, I guess the scary thing is though she still had it wrapped up going into the final event. Did she? Has she really been training? For a game season, or she been sort
Yeah.
of half focused on it?
The last couple months, yeah.
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 Okay. Yeah, that was probably my biggest miss.
Mhm. Yeah. I technically got that one right. I would say probably my biggest miss. I think probably would have. I might have bought Brooke Wells in the top 10. I don't know. I might have had it right around there. So that would have been a
I
miss for
did.
sure. I think
That was
yeah.
my biggest miss.
But
Okay, you want to move over to the men?
yeah, let's do it.
Okay, this one, buy or sell, new male champion. I sold that. I thought Adler would repeat. He did not.
I sold it too. Yeah, I
Right?
thought Adler.
I didn't think Jason Hopper. If you had given me like list out all the names of people that I thought could win, I honestly probably wouldn't have put Hopper on there.
Um,
Really?
I don't think I would have. If you said like name 3 people who you think could win, I don't think he would have been on there for me.
I might not have at the start, but I honestly like digging into some of the stuff from Barkley actually convinced me otherwise as
Mm,
like we got into the weekend. Um and then as it like you kind of went back and looked at a few things, I'm like, no, actually he's kind of got the stuff.
Mhm.
Um
yeah.
is you lock if you start to lock down the mental side of it a little bit more, like why not?
That was the
But
issue for me, right? And then and even as I watched that competition, I was kind of waiting for that hiccup to happen, and it never really did. I was just
Mm,
yeah.
like, okay, you've convinced me. I was wrong.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
good on Jason Hopper because like I personally did not. I thought he could do very well. I just did not have him pegged as someone who could win it.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Buy or sell Austin Hatfield in the top 5. I remember saying I bought the hell out of this,
So did I.
and
I think
Austin
I might have
Hatfield
sold
finished
this
it.
one.
Yeah, I know I bought this. I said, "Shut up and
Hmm.
take my money. I'm buying this," and he finished
Yeah,
there.
'cause yeah, I thought he might finish on the podium.
I
I
did
think he
too.
was my yeah.
I did too. I thought he had a chance. I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be Hopper, Pepper, and I may have said Hatfield. I'm not sure.
I mean,
Those were 2,
realistically,
or Ricky.
yeah, realistically, he
Mm,
was 26 points out of a podium spot.
We've done it.
So yeah,
not bad.
he was right in it till the end because he gave up 32 to James in that last event. So he was right there.
The parity, and I've said it before on the men's side, is it's exciting going into
Yep.
next year, man. It's going to be awesome.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Buy or sell Roman Krennikov back on the podium. I think I sold that because I
Yeah,
didn't
we
expect.
yeah, and I think we also did like an addendum to that saying like North America sweeps the
Yeah,
podium
and I
too.
bought that,
Yeah.
and I was wrong.
I
Yeah.
I waffled on this a bunch. I think I bought that too, but we were wrong for
Yeah.
sure.
Again, I thought that it was going to be Pepper, Adler, Hatfield, you know, and yeah, I did not consider, didn't think Ricky or Roman would get in there, but one of them did.
I'm actually super impressed with how Ricky held on in the last few days. We've seen him fade a
I
couple
was
of
too.
times.
I was too.
Yeah, just seemed like he a lot more consistent. I don't know. So they had an extra gear there, so it's
You
good
could
to
see. I don't know if you saw the interview that he did afterwards. Like he was clearly disappointed in himself. And understandably so. He came so close. He said, "This is the best I felt in a long time." I feel for the guy. Because he's. It would be a great. I think he's already been found redemption for the most part, but
yeah,
to ultimately wind up on top of the podium after everything that he went through after 2017, I think would be
yeah.
a fantastic story.
The redemption arc isn't the same, but I do you remember the feeling that you got from Vellner in 2021,
Mm,
when he finished second, and it was like that was
yep.
probably my best shot to win,
Yeah.
and it was even after like the heavy clean back to back event when uh, Medeiros came right up the gut and split between them in the lanes and like passed him
Mhm.
at the finish line. You could just sense that, and I got a little bit of that sense again from Ricky too. Like, hey, like I don't know how many more shots you're going to be right at the goal line, you know.
Yeah.
So
All right. Next one. I know that I bought this. The winner of event one will podium. And Tommy, you brought this up like it's like a 50%, 50%.
50% hit rate.
I thought
What
it,
a great little nugget.
I thought I had it too. Adler won. I'm like, there you go. And then nope.
Wah, wah.
And the hilarious part is it went 50% for the weekend when you factor in the women because
Mhm.
Tia did it.
Yeah. Well, that one,
Yeah. Good point. Good
yep.
point.
But yeah, I thought I was happy that I thought Adler would win. So I got that part right. It just did
Mhm.
not carry on to the end.
Translate.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll give myself half a pat on the back.
Yeah, for sure. I was right there with you on that one.
All right, this one is probably my biggest whiff of the men's side. Buy or sell. Hopper evens the score with Pepper and beats him. I was like, nope, nope. Pepper's going up the podium. Hopper's not. So that is my biggest miss right there. I thought that again did not give Jason Hopper enough credit. Will not make that mistake again.
Agreed. I would say this is my biggest miss too. Um, and it was even kind of staring at me in the face, you know, with the trends and how Hopper was doing this season. You know what? Didn't risk it to get the biscuit.
Did you buy this, Lauren?
Yes.
Oh, so you got this one right.
I got this one. Yeah, I was like, he'll even the score.
All right. Why?
He's
Dang.
got his fun little celebrations when he crosses the finish line. He can't let those be not used on the big stage.
What did you see that we missed?
With Hopper, I think it was more just like he to me, he's a bigger trash talker.
That was it.
That's what I saw.
Just more swag going in.
Yeah, more swag going in.
All right.
He's here to even the score, and he did.
Okay. Hey, whatever your
Easy as
system
that,
is, it works.
John.
Um, okay.
It's the same way if I go to the casino. Hey, are you gonna roll on black or red? Well, I don't know. What color am I wearing right now? Red? Okay, we're gonna roll red.
And that's how you made your decision. Someone was a
But
better
yeah.
trash talk. Okay. I mean, it worked, so I'm not going to argue with it.
Hey, look, would you want to play craps with the guy in the 10-gallon hat and the lady with the feather boa, or the guy wearing Skechers and you know, and look like he went to Kohl's?
That's a good point. That's a good
Gotta
point.
have some swag when money's on the table.
Definitely the other guy. Okay. Over under. I actually got this one right, but for the wrong reasons. 1.5 repeat podium finishers. I went over, but it was not because of the people who I thought it would be, but we did have 2 repeat podium finishers. I thought it
Yeah.
would be Pepper and Adler, and it turned out to be Gerard and Sprague.
Same. I thought that I did have Ricky being on the podium again and Adler. So those were my repeat.
Yeah, so I think we're kind of all in the same boat where we just kind of like somehow backed into this one, you know. You skull a wedge 100 yards out and somehow it hits a tree and ends up on the green. You're like, well, meant to do that the whole time.
Speaking of which, did you see that thing on Barstool where that guy just like got mad and just hit the ball, bounces off a tree, comes back onto the green and goes in?
So good.
Maybe what made it good is that, you know, like the old school golf stands are going to be pissed because he's teeing and one up on the green, you know, and like by
Yeah.
the golf etiquette, that's like a
You
big
don't
no
do
no.
that. Yeah,
But it's almost washed out by the sheer unlikeliness of that it's almost like, you know what? It's okay. It worked out just this once.
exactly. God,
Give it to him.
yeah. If you haven't seen it, Barstool Sports. It's like the greatest golf shot ever.
So good.
It's absurd.
Yeah. Finally, over under 1.5 rookies in the top 10. I went under on this. I got this one right. And because there was not
Yep.
a single rookie to be found in the top
Mhm.
10, that didn't surprise me. The women doesn't surprise me as much that there were. I was going to be downright shocked if we had rookies inside the top 10 with the men,
Mhm.
just because how
Ye
loaded that field is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, Ty Jenkins was the highest ranked rookie at 15th,
Yeah,
and that
that's
means
about right.
in
Like,
in
that's
a
probably what you expect.
in a 30 man field, that's right dead center at
Mhm.
the median.
Math.
So, yep.
Yeah. Lauren, where'd you go on this one? Were you?
Same, yeah, I went under for this.
So we all got that one right.
Or yeah. Yep.
Okay. So a mixed bag in our buy or sell.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
And look, I love being wrong about some of this stuff. Really, because it means that
Makes it fun.
yeah, exactly. There's some unpredictability. And especially on the women's side, like we've been lacking that.
Mhm.
You know, the men's side, I think we're in for a lot of it in the coming year.
Hey, was a home run swing and a big whiff are structurally the same,
True. I like that.
right?
I like that. I'll take that.
You gotta swing
Uh,
hard if you wanna hit the home run.
but again, my biggest whiff was the whole not thinking Hopper was going to even the score with Dallin. That's just,
Yeah.
I was
I
way off.
I think if you somehow put that out to the community, I think the relative expectation compared to what the result was and actually winning, I think that might have been a larger whiff for a lot of people, and it's a credit to Jason on that for
Mhm.
sure.
Yep,
Mhm.
exactly. Yeah,
Mm.
he just looked. This was the guy. I don't know, Tommy, if you and I were talking about this. I can't honestly remember where we were talking about it, but how like A to B ain't always a straight line.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
When he debuted in 2021 at the Syndicate Crown, or was it no? It was the Mid Atlantic
It
CrossFit
was a Mac,
Mac
yeah.
because he had the sword. No one, it's like that was a shock, and he beat really good people. And the predictions then going into the games, like this guy's going to be on the podium. You know, anytime we've seen someone
Yep.
start like this, they've been able to carry it over in the games, and that wasn't the case. And he kind of struggled to find his footing, and then started climbing, and then really just this was, I think, what had this happened in 2021. I don't think people would have been shocked given what he did at the semifinals,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
I
I
think
think
that's
it's
fair.
waiting for those expectations to finally come to fruition, and now they did.
Yeah, especially when you consider he got cut 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
But
god, I forgot about that.
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He deserves all the credit in the world. Like that is the that is a different Jason Hopper than I've ever seen.
Mhm.
Just looks
I'm
like a
also happy they didn't do cuts at the games.
me too. Don't yeah.
I
I'm
thought it
not a
was
fan of that, especially with a
good with the whole
30-person
field.
field. No reason to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. I don't know how everybody else did out there, but I'll give myself a passing grade, despite some very large whiffs.
C's get degrees.
That's right. Get you through. Uh,
Mhm.
okay, before we do PRs and no reps, do we have any community support we need to get to?
Ooh, I don't think we have any new ones this week, not that I saw.
Okay, no community support. Always happy to get the word out on stuff. If you guys have some events, some charities you're trying to raise money for, you want help getting the word out, hit us up on our Instagram accounts or our Talking Elite Fitness Instagram account. Be sure you include all the pertinent details because we like to send people to the right spots. Yeah, and let us help you help other people.
Mhm.
Okay, PRs no reps.
Mhm.
I got a no rep. I,
Go.
this is a kind of very specific no rep, but I spent some time on the interstate this past week.
Ooh.
Um, Local injury lawyer billboards.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, ooh, love it.
The best. They're so awesomely bad.
Let me guess. You probably got Sweet James
Sweet James. That's can't be that guy's real name.
and
Who's Sweet
It's
James?
an injury lawyer, and it's just his face. He's like, call Sweet James. Sweet
it's
James. That's his name, apparently.
yeah.
But there's no
There's
like tagline. It just has his face and Sweet
Just
James
his
and
is
his
just
phone number.
Sweet James is like injury lawyer. That's it. There's another guy. It's like Drake the lawyer,
Drake.
and he's
Yeah,
got that James Bond pistol that he's just holding. I'm like, what are you? I don't know. Those
and
things are so awesomely awful.
the letters are in like almost like a comic book, like Drake the
Yeah,
lawyer,
yeah.
like
Action
"Meow."
font.
There's the woman Anne Fong.
Yep,
So it's like
she's all over
something
the place.
it's like something wrong. Call Anne
And
Fong.
Fong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Oh
all
yeah.
the different team jerseys and stuff. But those things are just they're so awful.
Oh my
We got
my.
the DWI guy,
Oh
and
my
it's like
gosh.
this little
Uh,
catchy tune.
There's Habis Law Firm. There's so one of my in my college buddy group text. One of my buddies from college is a lawyer that works in that injury. He works in like not like he's not an ambulance chaser though.
Mhm.
And we joke about ways that he should advertise like those people.
Yeah.
So anytime we see when we throw out, and there are some classics. Oh, I'm glad you brought that up
So
because
bad. I've been wanting to bring it up for a while, and I just remembered the other day I was driving down 80 towards Sacramento. I was like, oh, there's that off. Okay, I gotta say something about that. All right, Tommy, no rep.
ooh, you know what's funny? I don't think I have a no rep this week.
All right. Thinking
Yeah.
positive. Lauren, you got a no rep?
Yeah, I do. And it's the dog that's under me. She gets a massive no rep.
Oh, because
Well,
of a massive thing she did.
Yeah. So when I'm sitting outside in my backyard, everybody is cool, calm, and collected as long as the outside door is open to the house. But you know what? It's been hot the last couple of days, and I don't want to run my AC in the house and let the hot air in and spend additional money. Like, I feel like my dad. I'm like, to close the doors. We don't live in a barn. Like, but for whatever reason, when I close the door, Miko freaks out, barks and does parkour and runs and jumps onto the door, like will not is totally fine when the door is open and wants to be outside, but when the door is closed, freaks out. So after 30 minutes of listening to this and watching her freak out, I'm like, fine. Saber and I are going to sit outside. I'm going to work on my computer. It's gorgeous out. You can go inside alone. 20 minutes goes by. I want to fill up my water and, check on Miko, see what she's up to. I walk into my kitchen and I get a smell and I'm
Oh,
like,
no.
I'm going to kill a dog today. And I go into the spare bedroom to find her sitting on the bed next to a massive pile of shit.
Yes. Good job.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We
No,
have been
this is what
outside.
you get. This is what you get right here. See, you want more of this?
She is,
You want more?
I'm telling you, untrainable. She is a spite pee and shitter, and I cannot figure it out. So if there's any like dog trainers out there, please send me a DM. Tell me, like, is this a lost cause? She's 5 years old and throws temper tantrums, and I hate it.
send it into
No
Caesar
rep.
Milan.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, Sean! I just found one of the injury lawyers. It's from San Fernando. It's sanfernandocourts.com and a dairy law. It's in Spanish. It says "Cohetes y cocaína llame a mi oficina." Basically said like drugs. Give me a call. I got you.
And I'll get your charges out. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Uh,
PRs. You know what? School starts tomorrow, at least for my son.
Oh, wow.
Our
Congrats.
teachers. Thank you to all the teachers out there. You work a thankless profession. You don't get paid enough money for what you do. You make a huge impact on kids. Like I can remember 3 or 4 teachers I had my whole life who had a huge impact on me. My mom was a teacher, so I just want to thank all the teachers out there. I know it's a tough job, and I really appreciate all of you who do it. So PR to all the teachers as we start another school year.
mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah, Tommy.
I'm gonna repeat myself. I'm gonna PR more babies because we got more babies coming. I know, like, there's been like a bunch of announcements. I mean, you go back to end of July. Todd Melanie, Marston Sawyer's, Brent Fikowski had and
Yeah, I
Claire
saw that.
had their second. Noah Olson. You know what? I should PR superhero names because the alliteration and double consonant, double vowel names,
Mhm.
we got at least 2 of them. So on
Yeah,
Marston's and Noah. So
Ooh.
nice.
Lena
we're gonna,
Richter, she had her baby too.
yeah, Lena,
Congratulations. Saw that.
we're gonna have a little Avengers squad in like 20 years.
Nice. Lauren, PR.
I'm going to PR a lovely human who slid into my DMs, Lee Quinn. And
Oh,
Sean, this one is for you. Coffee places selling pumpkin earlier than Starbucks here in Arizona. And she sent me
Yeah.
like a little screenshot of her pumpkin list of all the different pumpkin drinks that they're already
No, no,
selling.
that's wrong. You should be put out of business. I'm sorry.
Major PR. We love
No,
that.
we
We
don't.
love
It's
that.
not time. Too early. Too
Happy
early.
August and PSLs.
August is the summer.
I would still
Pumpkin is
drink
a
pumpkin
fall
spice
thing.
latte in the summer by the beach or
Oh,
the
God,
pool.
what's wrong with you?
Everything.
Ugh.
I did remember community support
Okay,
before we
so
go. I'll add it to the PR. I'm going to PR the Kiala Foundation.
oh, yeah, that's right.
Ultimate Hawaiian Trail Run is coming up in September. I believe it's September 14th. If you want to support it, Kiala Foundation helps give kids on the island a healthy outlet away from drugs, alcohol, and channels it through the gym, shows them the ways of fitness, CrossFit. Awesome event. I typically go out every year that I can. They also have a charity golf tournament. So if you're thinking about going out there, Wednesday, September 10th, it helps raise money. It's a blast. Yeah, definitely go check it out. KialaFoundation.org or look up Ultimate Hawaiian Trail Run as well. Definitely go support that. They're an amazing organization and they do awesome work on the island.
Cool. Yeah, they're great people. I got to hang out with them
Yeah,
when I was there
great
for
one.
my 50th. So
Mm-hmm.
appreciate everything they do. It's a really fantastic foundation. So, okay, that's going to do it for today. Thanks again to our sponsors, Thirdzy, thirdzy.com. Code is TEF, and Balance of Nature, balanceofnature.com. Code is also TEF. We like to keep it simple. Next week we'll figure out what we're going to do, but Tommy and I will both be on the road going to Columbus for the age group CrossFit Games. And then Tommy's going to probably just stay on the road going to Arizona for World Fitness Project Tour stop number 2. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about here in the coming weeks. And yeah, that's it. So it's not even the off season. It's the continuation.
There is no off season.
There isn't. There really isn't anymore. But that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for listening. For Lauren Khalil and Tommy Marquez, I'm Sean Woodland. Take care of each other. Be better. And we'll talk to you guys next time. I'm going to go stretch.